What's up, everybody? My name is Scott Waters. Welcome to No Life to Metal. It's time for a rock metal update. That's right. It's time for a rock metal update. Going to be a Record Store Day special. So this is Record Store Day 2020. Everything I've acquired from Record Store Day 2020 from the last... This one was weird because usually they have two, Black Friday and then one I think it's in April. Well, due to the whole COVID thing, it was all split up, so there was like multiple Record Store Days this year, and it seemed like a lot more stuff that I wanted. Didn't get everything I wanted. Frankly, couldn't afford it, but I did get a lot more than I expected, thanks to some really good friends. So I do want to say thank you to a few friends, Steve Bodine, and Jeff McCormack, and Bill Bafford, and Carrie Bafford. All four of those people really hooked me up, and then also my good friend Metal War God also. So those people, you know, were keeping an eye out for stuff because, frankly, there's just no store anywhere near me to go to. So those people were keeping an eye out for me, and I really appreciate it for the hookup. The one I did not get that I really wanted was the UFO Youngstown 1978. Bummer. I really wanted that one. I guess they didn't press enough copies, and I sure as heck ain't paying $100 for it, which is what it's going for right now on eBay. So I am only showing 12-inch vinyl here too. There was a few 7-inch Hendrix and Anthrax, a few others that I wanted. I think I got the Anthrax and the Hendrix. But okay, so this is just 12-inch vinyl. I'm going to start off with, this is the most recent Record Store Day release from Black Friday. This is Blue Oyster Cult 83, Live 83. So we're just going to see the whole cover there. Yeah, this was a pricey one, man. This one was on like $45, I think it was. And they went quickly, and of course, with most Record Store Day stuff, you got all the resellers out there buying stuff up as quickly as they can so they can resell it for twice as much as they paid for it, which is really irritating to collectors like me who aren't out to make a buck off this stuff, who actually genuinely collectors and want it. Thankfully, Carrie Bafford stood in line for me and scored me a copy of this. I'm really happy to have it. Blue Oyster Cult Live 83. This is like the third or fourth Blue Oyster Cult release they've released on Record Store Day in a row. They did a Rarities Volume 1 and Volume 2. I missed out on Volume 1. I got Volume 2, and I have this one. So Volume 1 is still on my want list. But regardless, this is a fantastic live show. The recording quality is fantastic. I listened to this whole thing today. Great jam. The band was just on fire. This is, of course, the classic lineup from the late 70s, early 80s. Minus, I think they had a new drummer for this one. I can't remember the new drummer's name, but pretty much the classic lineup on this one. You know, Buck Darman, all those guys. Eric Bloom. Oh, actually, here's on the back. Donna Roser, yeah. Eric Bloom. Drums is Rick Downey. Bass, Joe Bouchard. Keyboards, Alan Lanier. So yeah, the drummer is a new guy, which is Rick Downey. All right, next up, this also being from this recent one. This is the Ace Frehley Space Truckin' 12-inch picture disc single. It's a 5-song single. So side 1 has the entire 5-minute version of Space Ace Truckin', which if you saw my video where I showed the album this came from, the what's it called, Origins Volume 2. I said that was one of my favorite songs on the album, so it was a good choice for a single. I mean, it's fun. Ace takes it and uses it and makes it his own. That's what I always liked about the covers that Ace done. You know, some of the covers where he just kind of cranks them out and it just doesn't seem to care. You know, it's just, he's just trying to sound like the original. I don't like those as much as where it kind of makes it his own. And I kind of think that's what he did with Space Ace Truckin', throwing in his own name there and his little bit of sense of humor thrown in the song. Hey, Curly! Anyhow, I really enjoyed this version of the song. Anyhow, it also has a Space Invader radio edit on the B-side, the Mission to Mars Space Truckin' radio edit, and the Return of Space Bear on the B-side. So there you go. These next two are picture disc singles. It seems like they're just always putting out something for Ron James Dio on. But this is the Annika single. So this is from the Magica album. There's a song that was recorded for the album, was not released on the album. It was like a bonus track or a B-side. It is now a A-side track on this single. Annika, Lord of the Day Studio, and Lord of the Day Live with the Magica Story on the B-side. The Magica Story is basically Ronnie James Dio, you know, telling the story, not music. So, and then here is the Dream Evil Live. So the sticker says first time on vinyl. I don't know about that, but anyhow, recorded live at Donington in 1987, because the entire Donington album, I believe, is on vinyl. I'm almost positive I have that. But anyhow, recorded live at Donington in 1987 on the Dream Evil tour. Newly designed art based on the original Dream Evil tour merch. So there you go, Dream Evil live at Donington, and Naked in the Rain live at Donington. So 5 minutes and nearly 8-minute songs. All right, next up, 3 albums from the same band. 2 of them are actually the same song. They're singles. This being a 7-inch single, sort of. But this is the Ace of Spades picture disc. Now, this one actually, I have to give props to Greg Hays over at Girder Music. He hooked me up with this one because this is another one that disappeared quickly. But he managed to score a copy for me, and he sold this to me for costs. So very cool of him to do that. He didn't upcharge it on me, so I'm glad for that. But anyhow, the Ace of Spades back with Dirty Love. This is a classic Ace, you know, Motorhead single. I have the 7-inch single. I have a different 12-inch single. Now I have this picture disc single and the reissued Ace of Spades Father Christmas single, which comes with what they say is a Christmas ornament, but all it is just that little round cardboard with a snaggletooth on it and a hole punched through it. But this one's actually still sealed. I haven't even opened it yet. So there you go. Same song in the B-side as Dirty Love, and then also has an instrumental version of Ace of Spades on it. For whatever reason, they printed it with autographs on the beards. You can see the autographs are in like a ballpoint pen. Okay. I would have rather not had the autographs, frankly, on the front cover. Unless it was a real autograph and I could get the autograph, then I would, you know, that'd be great. But of course, all 3 of these guys are all since passed on. So, classic lineup, of course: Filthy Phil, Fast Eddie, and of course Lemmy. Well, look at the price set on this single on the back too. Crazy, huh? Yeah, the record store day prices have gone insane. Like I said, that Blue Oyster Cult one is nearly $50. And then finally, Motorhead on Parole. This is a new version of On Parole. It was a CD and vinyl available on the record store day. German pressing of this album. It is 2 LPs, 180-gram vinyl, featuring 2 previously unreleased tracks, plus liner notes from Motorhead founding member Lucas Fox. So kind of a cool set. I have heard it. I have the CD version of it. I have not cracked the vinyl on the plastic yet, but I will be soon. It is just a oversized record, so there's no sleeve in it. I mean, no gatefold, but still very cool. Motorhead Camp seems to be releasing a lot of stuff these days, especially on record store day. Motorhead on Parole. Now this one here I wasn't exactly expecting to pick up. Bill snagged it for me. I didn't ask him to, but he picked it up anyhow, which is cool. But this is the new reissue of Sad Wings of Destiny from Judas Priest. It is a gatefold. The packaging is just stellar on this thing. I'm going to take it out of the plastic so you can see. It's got like a Spots UV coating on it. So the type down here, the angel is all embossed and has the Spot UV coating. I'm not sure how well that's going to show on the video, but the song titles are black on black, none more black. But the songs are all raised, so they're embossed. Plus they have the UV coating on it, and then it is a gatefold. There's some classic pictures of the band. It is remastered and it's been split between 2 LPs at 45 RPM to give it a better sound quality. It sounded fantastic. I mean, I never had a problem with my original pressings, so but very cool that they decided to do this. Oh, and it's also on colored vinyl. Not that that's any special anymore. Like I said, black vinyl these days seems to be the norm. But I do need to put this one in new sleeves. Paper sleeves are awful. So there you go. There's the blue on black. I don't know what you call that mashup. do yellow or white with orange. It would look like an egg. Both records are the same as far as the color vinyl goes. So blue with black, and then as well, and then this one. This is going to be hard to see because I already put this into sleeves, and the sleeves are. But this is the brand new British Steel LP, split on 2 albums. Again, it is 33 RPM. So side A of record 1 has the tracks on it for side A. Side B is on the back side. It's of disc 2. It's very odd, but it's kind of like a picture disc, but it's not. It's a very odd release. It's not something I've ever seen anybody do before. It's clear vinyl. So there's the playing side of the disc, and you can see how it's everything's in reverse through the playing side. This is the other side, which seems like it's silk screened onto the clear vinyl. The sound quality is good. I mean, you think picture disc, you think bad quality, but picture disc has come a long way since the 70s and 80s. But it's really not a picture disc. It is definitely just clear vinyl with the back side of the B side of both of them being printed on. Weird, kind of cool, but a great album. I mean, to me, this is one of those albums that defines heavy metal. If you saw my definition of heavy metal video not too long ago, Steve Gaines of Anger Is Art and Avatar and Bloodlust and several other bands. Anyhow, he picked this as his one album that he thought really represented heavy metal, and I sure as heck can't argue with it. I mean, it's got a little bit of everything. It's got the commercial tracks on it. It's got the deep cuts that are heavier tracks. It's got the speed metal tracks on it. I mean, this album just has a little bit of everything on it. And of course, it's got one of my favorite songs on here, which is Steeler. One of my absolute favorite Judas Priest songs. And the vinyl also has a live version of Grinder as a bonus track. Okay, next up, not Judas Priest, but Rob Halford and this Fight. This is the second album. I was really disappointed with War of Words, which is my favorite Fight album. The Record Store Day single from last year, Record Store Day vinyl from last year, was the vinyl doesn't sound great to me. It's noisy. This one sounds fantastic, so I'm really glad to have it. It's funny. I tend to visit Fight quite a bit, but I almost always go to War of Words. So I hadn't heard this one in quite a while. I mean, probably years. So it was really nice to hear it again fresh. It is a gatefold. Has some pictures of the band on the inside, including drummer Scott Travis, who of course has been with Priest for decades now, and there's Rob Halford. So you got 2 members of Priest on this end. It is on a colored vinyl, so kind of a red and black marble. Like I said, it sounds great. So happy with this one. Much better than the War of Words pressing, which I believe was a white vinyl with black splatter. Yeah, just my copy is very noisy. I've heard other people say it's great, but again, I've heard a lot of other people complain and say it was very noisy. My copy is definitely noisy. All right, so we've got 4 more records here. This is I don't know if it was a Record Store Day exclusive or just a Record Store Day first release, but I just know they disappeared quickly. The one album I was missing from this band on vinyl was Heartbreak Station, and glad to get a copy. Very cool. These disappeared very fast, and again, they're selling for silly prices now on auction sites, Discogs and eBay and whatnot. But yeah, it's the original price I think was $24.99, which is about the average for a new vinyl these days. And it comes on a. It does come with a clear. It's not clear. It's kind of a light blue, transparent vinyl. I guess it's not really clear, but it is definitely a transparent vinyl. It's on the Vertigo label, which is cool, instead of the Mercury label, which is what their albums are on in the U.S. This is a European pressing, and then it also has the picture sleeve with the lyrics and the collage. And this one too sounds fantastic. I gave it a spin. Very happy with it. Glad to finally have that piece of the missing puzzle in my collection. All right, the next 2, 3. I'm gonna actually do this one first, and then we'll get into the last 3 because those are pretty cool. But this is the Slaves to the Grind, Skid Row. Definitely Skid Row's most metal album in my opinion. Their second album, I really like this album. Always have. It's always been my favorite from Skid Row. Doesn't quite have the poppiness of the first album of songs like 18 and Life, but it still has the hooks. Great guitar playing, fantastic vocals, and then this also includes both versions of the album, because the original album, actually I think I have it right here. It worked that well because I didn't pull this beforehand, but the original, there was two versions of the album. I have them both. So you've got Monkey Business, what was the word? I can't remember how they used it, but the ones they sold at Walmart, they removed the track. Let's see, I think they removed the track "Fuck Off," and I can't remember what track they put in its place. Huh? Drive me crazy. I can't remember which one it is here. No, it's not Riot Act. Creep Show. I don't remember now. Silly me. 6 track. Beggar's Day. Track 6. Beggar's Day. So yeah, for the version that was sold in like Walmarts and whatnot, they took off the Get the Fuck Out and replaced it with Beggar's Day. Now on the vinyl version of it, both tracks are included, as well as their cover of Holiday in the Sun, and a live version of Delivering the Goods with Rob Halford, which is also on the EP, the B-Sides EP, and then a live version of Get the Fuck Out from Wembley in 1991. Again, this is much like the other ones. This one is a gatefold and colored vinyl. Seems to be the MO these days of all these releases. Double album, remastered. Again, it sounds fantastic. Opaque red vinyl, custom center rings. Great release, great job on this one. Looks fantastic, sounds fantastic. Super heavyweight card stock this is printed on. I mean, this is like a freaking tank. This thing's printed on, so it's really heavy. But yeah, glad to have it. Another one that I, couldn't get on my own, so really happy for the friends that hooked me up. These last 3 are live albums. 2 are exclusive. They weren't never released before. One has been released on CD before, first time on vinyl, but this thing's fantastic, man. Alice Cooper Special Forces, great packaging. It's still in the shrink. I haven't taken the shrink off because I need to put it in a sleeve, but it is silver foil stamped on black. Really just spectacular graphics on this thing, and live at the Apollo Theater, Glasgow, 1982. So this is like right in the beginning of Alice's more new wave period, I guess it was, but it's got just stuff from all of this. So you got Who Do We Think We Are, Model Citizen, which is a great song off of gummit, I forgot the name of the album. Not doing well here today with remembering things. Flush the Fashion. All right, Go to Hell, Guilty, I'm 18, Cold Ethel, Only Women Bleed. So that's all classic stuff. No More Just a Nice Guy. Clones, we're all clones. Yeah, that's also off of Flush the Fashion. Under My Wheels, I Never Cry. 7 to 7 is Grim Facts, Pain, $1 Billion Babies, Generation Landside, and School's Out. So some songs in there that you don't hear live much anymore from that early 80s time period of Alice Cooper. Great packaging. It's, for whatever reason, actually not only it's printed the outside, but they printed the inside as well. But it's not a gatefold, so you can't really do anything with it except look inside and see how pretty it is. It is a double album, and surprise, surprise, black vinyl. Nice. So yeah, silver and black and red center rings as well. black polyline sleeves. Really great package. Really great album from Alice Cooper. Apparently, Alice doesn't remember much from those days. From if you read his biography, he basically talks about, you know, he was just always stoned, always drunk, and just doesn't remember much from those days. Barely remembers recording those albums. But surprisingly, the sound quality and Alice's performance, everything is really well done here. So, very cool release. This one was one I really wanted to get. As much as I wanted to get the 78 UFO album, I also wanted to get this 77 album from Cheap Trick. Again, stellar packaging on this thing. Love the black and white look of this thing. Once again, it's got, I gotta take it out of here for you to see it. It's got some spot UVs, or maybe a spot gloss varnish on here. So the Cheap Trick logo is actually not printed in ink. It's printed down here in a spot UV or spot gloss varnish. Looks like a UV to me. It could be gloss varnish though. And then the sticker, this is actually is a sticker up here. So it's pretty unique packaging. It is a gatefold. Got a great picture of the band, a write-up. My copy got a little dinged in the mail from the post office, but what are you going to do? Again, double album set. It's got the classic orange ring epic label. And hey, black vinyl. So very cool black and white release. I love the black and white look of this thing. I just think that's fantastic. I think they did a great job with the packaging on it. You can see the if you look really close, it already actually has some ring wear where it was. You could see how it was really packed tight into a box somewhere. But I'm keeping the record outside of the sleeve so as not to make it any worse than it already is. So, but yeah, Out to Get You live, 1977, Cheap Trick, and this last one of my favorite guitar players of all times. One of my, I don't know if I call it a dream, but one of the things I've always wanted to do was meet this guy, shake his hand, and ask him to sign my Juggernaut record. It's Frank Marino. I mean, the guy doesn't know me from Adam, but man, just to meet him and shake his hand and thank him for the music that I've loved my whole life, literally since I was a kid, and get him to sign that awesome Juggernaut record would be just something awesome for me. But this is real live. Never been on vinyl before. Again, gatefold packaging. This is on a blue vinyl. There's nothing special about the vinyl, but I will show you the gatefold. There is one thing I don't like about the vinyl version of this as opposed to the CD version. Is the alright, so here's the gatefold. The thing I don't like about the this vinyl, picture sleeve 1, right up, and then picture sleeve 2. Well, it's more like there's not only any pictures, it's just text, but still, it's got a printed sleeve. What I don't like about it is side C and side D. So the song Poppy is about a 20-minute song. So instead of moving the tracks around and, you know, cross-fading the audience, so that they ended up putting Poppy Part 1 at the end of side C and Poppy Part 2 at the beginning of side D. So you've got 8 minutes of the song on one side and 10 minutes of the song on the other side, and they just kind of fade the song out and fade it back in. I guess you do what you got to do on vinyl, but this is a long record, so I guess the only way they could have been able to do it is probably have to put it on a 3-album set, which would have been really pricey. But regardless, Frank Marino, real live, one of my favorite artists. I do collect everything by him, CD, vinyl. Packaging is stellar. Gatefold even has the embossed logo on here. I don't know how well that's going to show on there, but again, another one that I was really happy to get from Record Store Day. So that is it. That is my Record Store Day haul from 2020. And I appreciate y'all watching. Leave a comment below, and I will do my best to respond to everybody. And that's it. God bless. Stay strong.